Welcome everybody to the Freelance Teacher. I'm Doug Marola. I'd like to talk to you about something today that is sometimes a little bit difficult because when you're in my line of work, it becomes very easy to laugh at or to make fun of or to discount or be very cynical about the young people out there. And I don't work in the good neighborhood school, so it becomes even easier sometimes to look at the disarray and the noise and the language and the coarseness of the environment and just rip it apart and laugh at it and talk about how bad it is and things like that. I don't think you know anybody who can verbally rip apart teenagers better than I can. However, I had a wonderful experience today in one of my classes where I have a 7th period class, and that group is filled with independent thinkers, and it's really easy to see, and it's really nice to see because I incorporate a lot of history in my class. So like one of the previous videos talks about, we are in mythology, and we've hit upon the Mesoamerican myths, the Viracocha, Quetzalcoatl, Kukulkan stuff from Middle America, from Central and South America. You see an example of this in the movie Apocalypto, if you ever want to check that out. One of Spike Lee's top 50 movies. He rated it as one of the top 50 movies of all time. And there's a reason why my guy Spike did that. Because it's that good. But anyway, so we talk about history a lot, and multiple students talked about how they sense or feel, or because of their research they know that the information that they're getting in history and that they're getting from other places is not the full story. There's something going on. They know this and they don't like it. And what bothered a few of my top thinkers in that group was that they're tested on things that are almost arbitrary, that are almost just, you know, fill in these blanks, learn this stuff, we'll pour it into your head, and then you regurgitate it back to us on a test, and then you're fine. And then you're done. Then after doing that for long enough time, years and years and years, then you're seen as okay and acceptable. And now you can go on to the working world, and you're now an adult. And I had a few students who saw the obvious flaw in that. One student, he said, this is kind of like brainwashing. Now, those are his words, not mine. I wasn't proselytizing on this one. I wanted to cover the myths of Mesoamerica. I just wanted to be, you know, Johnny English teacher. I wasn't trying to propagandize or get anybody to go along with my view. And I do that sort of sometimes, kind of. I don't apologize for it because I got propagandized by the left for 12 years as a school student. So don't talk to me about how it's the wrong thing to do. You've got to go after all of the people on the left first in public education who do proselytize all the time. Go after them first. I'm not the one. But that being said, I wasn't even doing any kind of opinion molding. It was just, let's look at these myths. And the fact that they're just not that common, and there's no big exam at the end. I don't have a big exit exam. There's no English Regents for the 9th grade, and we can explore things. These students have noticed the difference just in the tone and the tenor of the curriculum, of the schedule that we follow, much of it being what I give to students to read and to discuss. So it's easy to lose hope. It's easy to look at young people today and just throw in the towel, right? I mean, let's see. You see a bunch of teenagers, 9 times out of 10, you just want to be like, look, it's going down. But, you know, I have to disagree. There really is some goodness out there, and there are a lot of young people out there who get the job done and make it happen. And they can think for themselves. And shame on you if you're one of the instructors or adults who's more concerned about what teenagers can think than being able to tell them or teach them or show them how to think. And I think if you can make that separation, you can, as an adult or as a mature person, you don't need to be in a classroom to teach somebody that there are ways to think. There are ways to use rationality and evidence and reason And those are priceless tools so that you learn how to think, and you don't have to confront one of these teens who is tired of being told what to think and is now going to push back against that kind of, as my student said, brainwashing. Talk to you guys soon. Hope things are good. See you next day in school.